lot of jobs are available in the New Zealand. People are just wandering in the United Kingdom. First you get the registration and then you apply for the job. To get a job first, and after securing a job in apply for the registration with the there is no need for the GMC registration, and there is no need for any UK experience for the examination registration pathway. It's 2024 and working in the New Zealand is very easy now. So if you have GMC registration or not, but if you have given PLAB 1 and the PLAB 2 exam, doesn't matter if you have GMC registration or not, still you can go to New Zealand and you can work over there. So basically these are two separate pathways. We will be talking about these pathways, but before that we will discuss about the registration in the New Zealand. So the covering body in the New Zealand is Medical Council of the New Zealand. So basically there are three types of the registration which you can get with Council of the New Zealand, and the number one registration is general scope registration, number two is vocational scope registration, and the third one is special purpose scope registration. We have nothing to do with the vocational purpose and the special purpose scope. We have only to do with the general scope registration. So before going into the details of these pathways, let me tell you that criteria to get the Medical Council of New Zealand registration was very difficult before 1 year. Last year they have updated the criteria which we will be discussing now, but the previous criteria was the GMC registration and 3 year of experience in the United Kingdom. Now they have eased the criteria very much. Basically we will be discussing about the examination registration pathway, which is number one. By this pathway, examination registration pathway, you can go to New Zealand by just passing PLAB 1 and the PLAB 2 without GMC registration, without UK experience. But if you have GMC registration after passing the PLAB 1 and the PLAB 2 exam, and you have worked in the United Kingdom for the 12 months, then the pathway for you people is UK General Registrants. UK General Registrants mean you are registered with the UK body, that is the GMC. So the pathway is slightly different. Please keep in mind, if you are going with the examination registration pathway, like without the GMC and the UK experience, you have to work under supervision for 2 years. And if you have worked in the United Kingdom for the 12 months and you are going to New Zealand via UK General Registrant pathway, then you have to work under the supervision for 1 year. So in this video we will be discussing about the examination registration pathway. This pathway is basically for those people who have passed PLAB 1 exam, passed PLAB 2 exam, either they have GMC registration or not, but they are unable to get a job. Those people who have passed PLAB 1 and the PLAB 2 exam, and it's been more than a year now, they have give up the GMC registration, they can also use this pathway as well. So let's start this pathway. As I told you, this is the examination registration pathway. So there are the few requirements. What are the requirements? In the last 5 years, like I am applying today, so 5 years before today's date, I should have what? I should have passed either PLAB 1 or the PLAB 2 exam or New Zealand registration exam. Okay, so if I have passed PLAB 1 and the PLAB 2 exam in the last 5 years, there is no need for the GMC registration and there is no need for any UK experience for the examination registration pathway. So to go for the New Zealand registration, Medical Council of the New Zealand registration pathway, through this process, we need three requirements. Just three requirements are there. Number one is acceptable medical qualification. So I have given the link in the description. When you will click on the link, this link will open and you will enter your college name, and here you will see that acceptable medical qualification. Your college will be listed in the world directory of the medical schools. So definitely everyone will be registered with the acceptable medical qualification. So this is the number one requirement. Number two requirement, you have passed the New Zealand registration examination clinical part or PLAB 1 and the PLAB 2 in the last 5 years. So this is the second requirement. Definitely this is the main requirement. And the third one is fit to practice. The link is given, you will just click on the link. There are the few points you can see easily, and I am pretty sure that everyone will be fulfilling this criteria as well. So after this, if you are fulfilling these three requirements, acceptable medical qualification, have passed the PLAB 1 and the PLAB 2, and you are fit to practice, then what you have to do, you have to start for the registration. But keep in mind, keep in mind, if you are fulfilling these three requirements, what you have to do. So this process of the registration with New Zealand and Australia is slightly different as compared to the United Kingdom. So in the United Kingdom, first you get the registration and then you apply for the job. But the difference in the New Zealand and Australia is, here you have to get a job first, and after securing a job in the New Zealand, what you have to do, you will apply for the registration with the medical council of the New Zealand. So it may be weird to you, but this is the process which you have to follow. So please keep in mind, a lot of jobs are available in the New Zealand. People are just wandering in the groups of the New Zealand, and the agencies are wondering if they can get some doctors, and they will give you the job. It's very easy. So after securing a job, I will make a separate video how to secure a job in New Zealand and Australia in the coming days. But after securing a job, now you have done with the job, you now a job is given to you. Now you need a New Zealand registration. So first of all, you meet all these three criterias. You have a job offer of PGY1, PG1, that is postgraduate year 1, that is equal to FY1, because you are not registered with the GMC. So this is the reason you should have the job offer of the PG1, that is the postgraduate 1, foundation year 1 house officer job. Okay, so now your employer, please keep in mind, once you will secure a job, your employer will help you in whole of the process, and you alone cannot complete the registration process without your employer. So what you will do, so the first of all, the first process of the registration is you have to verify primary source verification. So this is the ECFMG, this is the epic verification. If you are a IMG and you have appeared in the PLAB 1 and PLAB 2, there is no worries because you have epic verification already. So almost everyone who has given the PLAB 1 and the PLAB 2, they have this epic verification. So there is nothing to worry about. What you have to do, I have given the email in the a description. You will send the email to the ECFMG, and you will say, please send me the verified copy of the my degree to the New Zealand Council, Medical Council of the New Zealand, and they will send, and you have to pay $30 to $50. I am not sure about the fee. So after this, what they will do, they, now you have done the epic verification, you have submitted the application, they will check your eligibility of the registration. So now the Medical Council of New Zealand, they will check the eligibility of the registration. It is almost 20 days process. And what will happen after this, they will give you the eligibility of the registration letter. After the eligibility of registration checkup, they will give you the eligibility of the registration letter, and in that letter it will be mentioned, yes, this candidate is eligible for the registration with the Medical Council of the New Zealand. So after this, like now you have the eligibility of the registration letter. Now they will send you a link of the registration meeting. This will be basically a Zoom meeting. This is same as the ID check as you come in the United Kingdom, if you have given any of the exam of the membership pathway, and during the PLAB 2 exam you also have this ID check. So during this registration meeting, they will just check you, who are you, they will check your passport and everything. So after this, what will happen, they will give you the registration. Congratulations, now you have the registration of the Medical Council of the New Zealand. And now what you have to do, please keep in mind, you have the job offer as well before the start of the registration process. Now the Medical Council of New Zealand, what they will do, they will give a supervisor to you, and you will work under that supervisor for 12 months. And in 12 months, after every 3 months, they will write a report for you, progression report, you can say, whatever that is. So what will happen, like you will complete 1 year, and then you will complete second year as the FY2 as well. So it's 4 reports in the first year and the 4 reports in the second year. So overall 8 reports, but you have to do what, 3 months before the completion of the FY2, you have to write a Medical Council of the New Zealand with 7 progression reports by your supervisors, and you will submit those reports to the Medical Council of the New Zealand, and then they will give you a permanent or the full registration, and then you will be able to work independently in the New Zealand. So once you have the full registration, you are allowed to work independently. What you can do, this is what you want. Now you are free to work everywhere in the New Zealand without any supervision. You can go for the locums, you can earn a lot of money. This is the all process. This is very simple process. So a lot of people will be thinking how we will get a job in the New Zealand. Please keep in mind the process is not difficult. Just search on the Google, just follow the Seek website, just follow the Indeed. A lot of jobs are available in the New Zealand. Or if you can search on the Google agencies to get a job of the junior doctor in New Zealand, you will get a lot. Just email them. There is no need to email the hospital. The agencies will do your all of the work, and if you are agreed on a pay and on the duties, you can go for it. If you have any question, you can follow me in the Instagram. You can directly message me over there, or you can mention in the comment box. Thank you very much for watching the video.